Okay, last module we're going to talk about are what can be included, or what we're talking about be including in future modules here. So, Carlos, you don't have to go through all of them, but if you want to cover some basic ones that you think are important.
Yeah. So I guess really the what's, the whys, and the hows of cross-sector communication coordination. I mean, that's probably the whole thing in one. I mean, but you probably have to break it up into pieces, right? And again, putting together that plan, that effective communication coordination plan, is kind of laying it out. And again, the plan has to be flexible, adaptable, and sustainable. And it's got to be very specific to your partners. It may not be the same for every partner. There's going to be very, very unique things for one partner versus another. And then again, methods of addressing the left, the center, and the right of boom actions. And that may be very specific to each of your partners as well, where you may want to, you may need to kind of lay out, in checklist format, or, dedicated folks, so you got to kind of take a look at how you're going to address those left, center, and right of boom actions throughout, the year for any kind of event, right? Because again, that goes back to flexible, adaptable, and sustainable. You can't plan for every event, but some of those plans may be flexible enough and adaptable enough to use one of your plans that you have in place, and then it's about sustainability, is making sure it's effective, and it gets tweaked if necessary, and gets tested often enough, and let people practice it.
Okay. Another one?
I mean, again, addressing the common obstacles and myths about communications and coordination. I mean, we talked about the three of the myths, and I think that this is all doable. It's not rocket scientists, but it's not a cakewalk either. There's a lot of work that's going to be involved, and if you have a good plan in place, and you have, good folks and good partners that you can work with and engage, because they have to be open to engagement, right? I mean, you could be all gung ho about being the leading this thing, but if they don't engage with you, you may not go far. And there's no secret sauce on getting them engaged. It's just they are, and then you got to deal with them, and that's how you're going to deal with them during an event. So maybe we through this process, we'll learn on how to engage with those kind of folks.
And one thing I've learned, Carlos, is don't take their first reaction as their final position.
Right.
A lot of people come in arms folded,
and
then as they see this isn't a one-off thing, this is going to be it's a marathon, it's not a sprint.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden they kind of relax a little bit, and the magic really happens when you ask them to put their brush on the canvas, right? Where they contribute. Now they really become participants, right? So it's kind of like dating. We use the dating analogy all the time.
Yeah.
It's the frequency and the consistency more than the single event.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
How about the last one? Methods of addressing the left, center, and right of boom actions.
Yeah. So again, there'll be some tools that I use to kind of work in each phase of left, the left of boom on the preparing side, the engaging side, center of boom when you're in the middle of the battle. What actions you can take as a leader, as an organization working through an emergency event, and then right of boom actions. Dave and I, we spoke a little bit about the after action review process, and ensuring that those things that you don't want to repeat, that are acted upon in an effective and efficient manner, that hopefully you won't have the next event that you're going to be able to fumble around with, and you're taking action and addressing it, or at least starting the process. You can't be perfect for every event, so at least if you're addressing things and putting the right attention, and this all it's all under the underlying knowledge that your senior leadership supports you in all of these efforts, right? That they believe that all these actions are necessary to be successful in any response, and that's what they want to do. They want to be successful,
right?
And these aren't